agencies, whether na police or army or EFCC, DSS, civil defense, immigration, custom, any of the agency where they involved in this arrest and in this case, please, we need your attention and you have to act immediately.
There is an association of mothers of fraudsters.
We are taking the issues of cybercrimes, online fraud, and other related internet crimes very seriously.
Africa's job crisis has reached boiling point, and today civil society organizations are leading a march in the Durban City Hall, or just around it.
That they are for South Africans, and the people that they are supposed to be focusing on are South Africans. For the longest time, we've sat back and we've watched our government prioritizing people from outside the country, but more than that, we're saying no more to illegal immigrants. We've seen our borders being flooded with people from all over Africa, and the amount of problems that it's caused for the country are immense. But it doesn't seem to be affecting people.
Hi, my kings and queens. Welcome back once again to another interesting, intriguing, and most importantly, expository episode. It's me, your one and only Tando, aka Victoria, aka Chinyere, life of an African woman. Now, some people say Sepro. Feel free to call me whatever you like in the comment section. And guys, I want to say something first of all. The thing is, this channel, I will always say this, is targeted for some particular set of people who first of all have the mindset of growth, development, understanding, and most importantly, truth. People who stand for the truth. If you are not a person of truth, you can't be here. And hypocrites are not in line with the truth because they are double standard. They talk from the both side of their mouth. But that doesn't mean that we are all perfect, or I am perfect. I'm not perfect. I've never said so. Sometimes I might make a mistake here and there, but at the end of the day, I see how you people who are truly my fans, my lovers, stand to say, oh, Tando, this is this and this is that. And I truly appreciate it with respect, so much respect. But there are people at the same time who will come with all manner of toxicity, narcissistic behavior to my comment section. I know, I see them, and I totally understand. But please, I want to say, I appreciate the people who are truly here for me. Those people who will always be here no matter what content I bring. You guys are the reason why I show up, because of a truth. This content creation is not an easy thing. It's very exhausting, demanding, and it's a lot. But in all, we keep grinding. We will never retire until we are done. And no matter what comes across our way, we'll always succeed. And that is what I want to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you, right? And now for today, guys, at the end of the day, we are here for another episode, which I want to really share here because as a fan and a lover of the country, South Africa, and my beautiful, amazing kings and queens from South Africa, I saw something very interesting about the good people of South Africa from Durban City who actually came out to protest against illegal foreigners taking their job opportunities, which has really resulted to lack of employment. Not that South Africa do not have job, they have job, but illegal foreigners and foreigners taking their opportunities. Right? When they have people who are citizens, qualified citizens that have gone to school and are ready to work, really got to me. And I was like, is it not the South Africans that Nigerians label that they are lazy, they don't like to work, that are coming out to say, no, we want to work. We have jobs. Stop giving our jobs to foreigners. Put us first before any other thing, which is how it's supposed to be, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but people will always choose to label South Africa lazy, they are not serious, they are this. And I believe it's the same illegal foreigners, criminals that are taking this job are the same people who, first of all, label them these names. Is it right? Is it good? For me, it does not sit well. And as a Nigerian, I know how difficult it is for foreigners to even come and chance us in our job. The only problem we have internally is different tribes taking opportunities from other tribes that are indigenous, right? That's what we fight. But you can barely see or rarely see foreigners coming to take up our job opportunities. And this is what is happening in South Africa. And South Africans are saying no to it. Enough is enough. Right? We come first. And I stand with that. So in this video, it's definitely going to be a video clip showing how it all happened. And as well, I've got a lot of people tell me in the comment section, say, Tando, how are Nigerians raised? What is the reason why Nigerians are also engulfed in corruption and crime, from little children down to teenagers and adults everywhere they go? I've got people who deliberated on this issue as well and discussed at length. Then thirdly, we've got a very breaking sad information about one of our very own, whom I showed here yesterday, and I've been showing him. We know him, the very dark man from Nigeria that is like an activist who speaks and stands stands for the truth. That's why I love him, because most people don't like him. The Nigerian government do not love him because, if you're not into corruption, you will not like Nigerian government and what is happening. No matter whom you are, even in your country, you will not like some particular people who are into corruption. That's how this very dark man stands against corruption. And as a matter of fact, because of that, he spoke out against the corruption that was going on in GT Bank, a bank in Nigeria, Guarantee Trust Bank. And they planned and got him kidnapped, abducted, not even arrested by EFCC. You see, EFCC of Nigeria, which is Financial Crime Department. And this guy has been taken away. Nobody knows his whereabouts. So we've got these video clips put together that is going to educate, entertain, expose us to a lot of things that's happening around the globe. And as well, finally, we've got a Nigerian, yes, having a thing or more to say about Kenyans in general. So I would love us at the end of the day to kindly watch this video till the end. Leave your thoughts, your opinion, your input in the comment section exactly. And I will see you at the end of this video.
Whether na police or army or EFCC, DSS, civil defense, immigration, custom, any of the agency where they involved in this arrest and in this case, please, we need your attention and you have to act immediately. I just see news online now. They say they don't arrest very black man. His real name is Vincent Martins Ose. And they call him real name so that tomorrow law enforcement una no go talk say una no know the person that they talk about, una no know the social media name, they una record. His real name is Vincent Martins Ose, VDM. They said the last place where they see him, he went to GT Bank. He got there with his mama. He been done make video where they complain about money where they deduct for the mother account. So he follow her go there to go resolve the issue. They say why they did there, officers from unknown agency, they come arrest and carry and go. And according to the brother, they do not know his whereabouts. I have my personal differences with Vincent Martins Ose. I should say he don't even block me for Instagram or be for social media. But I must still speak up notwithstanding, because injustice is injustice. Whether it happen to person I agree with or not. And then again, we must speak up for two reasons. Number one, na human being. And if it can happen to him, it can happen to anybody. And for this country, now one of the people where they say if they come out come criticize government, if they talk when things they bad, how they think go they good. And therefore anything will happen to them must concern everybody, because if they carry them today and nobody talk, tomorrow if they carry you, there will be nobody to speak for you. Because Nigeria waiting with the wait for na turn by turn Nigeria PLC. The second reason we must speak up is because na Nigeria we dey so. This is this country where person go disappear and nobody go know the whereabouts. For this country, you go see people they tell you say be careful, may they no arrest you, may they no come arrest you. My dear, if they even arrest you where they know the people will carry you and where you dey, it is better, because if they want demand to free so person, they go know where to go to. The worst tragedy will fit happen now make you disappear when nobody go know your whereabouts. In August of 2019 for Kaduna, they carry this guy Dadiata where they wear this red cap. They live in how many months old picking with his wife and family. Now them they cry their cry. EFCC say no be them, DSS say no be them, Army say it's not in a custody, the police say it's not in a custody. How many years later, whether he die, whether he disappear, whether he vanish, nobody know. That is why this issue is very, very important. Any law enforcement agency when no say now you carry Vincent Martins Ose, you must come out immediately and inform the public the reason for the arrest, that he's in your custody, and say he don't get access to in lawyer and in family. And GT Bank, when I will be saying for our president, for our premises, it allegedly happened, you also have to put up a statement to talk your own side of waiting transpire in that vicinity. Because this is Nigeria. May God forbid say something go happen, citizen go disappear, nobody go know where he go. A law enforcement agents go they behave sometimes like rogue elements. People, officers go come to arrest you, they go come on mufti without identity. Then your offense where you commit, you no go know. Where they carry you go, you no go know. Your loved ones, nobody go inform them where you they go. Now so they start small. Tomorrow this one go say, we don't know where they. This one go say, it must not happen like that. Nobody they talk say make law enforcement not do their work. But any job that you do must be within the confines of the law. Anything you do that is outside the law is criminality. And you cannot use criminality to solve crime. It doesn't work. Please, if you know say now una dey in the custody of Vincent Martins Ose, come out and inform the public so that everybody wey fit follow the case go nowhere to follow and go and to channel the energy. Nigerian youth, Nigerians, all of us must be activists and advocates. So we not go leave this work and they talk for one person or one group of person. Tomorrow when they carry them, everybody go continue with their own life. Every Nigerian must activate your office of the citizen and the activist in you, because they suffer where you they suffer and the one where they suffer now two different things. Everybody go they talk as if they pay now. If everybody come out to speak up for the truth and justice, there will be no enough prisons to put all of us. But because we not go live and for one group of person or one person, they become soft targets. I take God beg on Nigerians. We must stand for justice and truth at all times, because today's victims were yesterday's survivors. Tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The dead can no longer die. May Nigerians who are alive, may we not wait for Nigeria to happen to you before we have the wisdom and courage to stand for the truth and justice at all times. Please let us know the whereabouts of Vincent Martin Sosi in the best interest of all of us as a people. May God help Nigeria. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
There is an association of mothers of fraudsters.
We are taking the issues of cybercrimes, online fraud, and other related internet crimes very seriously.
This morning I was reading up something and I saw that even Yahoo Boys Association, the mothers have an association of Yahoo Boys. Yes, Yahoo Boys Mothers Association.
Critical questions about the rising levels of violent crimes and also moral decay among Nigerian youth. Cases like this point to a deeper societal issue where lawlessness, criminal behavior, and even heinous acts like serial killings are becoming alarmingly frequent. The growing trend highlights underlying issues of social disintegration, a failing education system, and deteriorating family structures, all contributing to the moral decline.
And structure influence the rising crime rates that we've seen, especially with young boys.
Well, so thank you for the question, and thank you for taking it back home. Thank you for taking it back to the family, which is pretty much the foundation. There's a good book that says that if the foundation is faulty, what can the righteous do? And so everything starts and falls at the level of the family. What we found these days, and I like that, while the focus is on, crimes against women, the truth is there's a rise in crime globally. It's not just, against women. It's against children, it's against men, it's against, people who are vulnerable and who people feel like they can take advantage of. But, in particular situations with women, especially like the case you just highlighted, like, the one that was on the news about the Ugandan, athlete who was, killed brutally. What we find is that a lot of the behavior, especially that tends towards aggression, is learned. And so it goes back home. It goes back to, psychological development, psychological theories. Where did we grow up? What kind of environments did we grow up in? Were they, comfortable, loving environments? Or were they environments where people were exposed to adverse childhood experiences? So research will show you that when you look at criminals, and it's also very important that, people don't dismiss that every criminal has a mental illness. No. It's easily, explained away when you want to say that, every criminal has a mental illness. Mental illness is not the only reason why people commit crimes. People can be impulsive. People could have learned crime over time. And so, generally speaking, what you find is that children model behavior that they see around them. And so research would show you that quite a number of people who go into crime are people who grew up in environments or, families where dysfunctional families where either one parent was a criminal or one parent was exposed to heavy substance abuse, environments that are, very, what I call it now, very, places like slums, places where, there's a lot of crime. They see crime, they view crime. Crime is a part of their, day in, day out activities. And unfortunately, in societies where crime is also not, it's not punished appropriately. And so beyond the home, where children would have learned crime, where they would have been able to tolerate crime, not see violence as a big deal, because it's something that they have, been attuned to every day of their lives, is also the fact that the society also plays a very, very huge role. If the society, are declining moral levels, are declining values, where, for instance, this morning I was reading up something and I saw that, even Yahoo Boys Association, their mothers have an association of Yahoo Boys. Yes, Yahoo Boys Mothers Association. So the decline is in depth. The decline is it's totally bad. But definitely everything goes back to the home, where there's a lot of learning, where there's a lot of influence on unavailable structures such as the family structure.
Because job crisis has reached boiling point, and today civil society organizations are leading a march in the Durban City Hall, or at least around it. Protesters are demanding urgent government action to protect employment and revive collapsed industries, while many accuse authorities of failing workers. Our reporter Mlondi Khateb is watching this developing story and joins us now live from the Durban City Hall. And Mlondi, many people braving cloudy and cold conditions there to make their voices heard.
Thank you very much. We are here at the King Kinizuli Park, where the march is going to start to the CPT of eThekwini, where they will hand over their memorandum to the city. We'll speak to these young people that are here, that are basically gathering now to try and go to the stall. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your time. If you can just give us your name and your surname.
My name is Jacinta Umangobesogazum.
Jacinta, if you can just briefly tell us the purpose of this march today.
Okay, the purpose is that as South Africans, we felt that it's necessary to remind the government that they are for South Africans, and the people that they are supposed to be focusing on are South Africans. For the longest time, we've sat back and we've watched our government prioritizing people from outside the country, but more than that, we're saying no more to illegal immigrants. We've seen our borders being flooded with people from all over Africa, and the amount of problems that it's caused for the country are immense. but it doesn't seem to be affecting people who've got high walls and security. It's affecting the ordinary South Africans like ourselves. And we thought, we'll do this again, because we did this march before, and we sent our memorandum. We were expecting a response. We didn't get one, so we said, okay, if we're not getting it, we'll go again, and we'll go again and again.
So how are you guys organizing yourselves? Is it an organization, or is it just people that are just fed up?
So it's actually people from social media. I think most of them are from Facebook. So it's just us. We just said, like, for the longest time we've always been sitting on our phones and complaining about things, and we haven't been doing anything about it. So this time we've changed our strategy. We're standing up for the country. We're standing up for ourselves and our children and our children's future.
So where to from here? They will be marching from here to the Durban City Hall.
Yes. So we're marching to the Durban City Hall, and we had invited, as we did previously, the SAPS, we've invited Home Affairs, we invited the city, which is for us, eThekwini, because we've got other places as well, and then we invited the Office of the Premier. So we wait with bated breath, because we did follow up and asked them and begged everyone to come and receive the memorandum. So we're hoping to find someone there to receive it again, because it's not the first time we're doing it again.
Maybe the biggest points in your memorandum that was submitted last time.
Yeah.
What were the biggest points that your demands?
The biggest demands that we have is, one, putting South Africans first. Second to that, creating employment that prioritizes South Africans. I mean, in a country that's got so much unemployment, you need to put South Africans first. We wanted the decrease of crime, which is caused by a lot of illegal immigrants, prioritizing taking back our buildings, which have been hijacked. We also asked that people from departments be taken to book for all the criminal activities that we've heard going on. We also want our president to actually say something about the state of the country, because we haven't heard anything from the president about South Africa. And honestly, it's causing a lot of us to wonder if he really wants to be the president of South Africa, because you can't just ignore every single issue. There's 20 children that died because of tuck shops, but who have you heard being arrested? You can't put money onto everything. Some things need a proper working solution. You can't just say we're going to give 50 million to other smaller shops, but what about the children that have already died? Who's going to take on the justice for them? Because they're already gone. Their parents have already suffered loss, but no justice has been served. So we also want to make sure that, with these things like increasing VAT and even floods we attribute to being overpopulated, we can't accommodate everyone. We can't bring the whole of Africa here. We love our African brothers and sisters, but they also need to go home and fight for their own struggles in their own homes.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
There was Uchasinka Umangobese Wakazuma briefing us in relation to what is going to happen, especially Ayanda, from now on to the Durban City Hall. But you'd see that the marchers, they've basically started gathering here to try and make sure that their voices are heard by the government, especially during this time, because they're saying that the unemployment in South Africa, everyone knows that there's a high unemployment rate, especially amongst the youth. But you find that foreign nationals are working in the factories, are working in all the spheres of government as well. But we're going to monitor this march to the Durban City Hall. Back to you for now.
All right, so Mlondi Khatebe live to us there from Durban in KwaZulu-Natal. For now, Mlondi, thanks very much indeed.
Kenyans, gather around, gather around, gather around. Let us talk. Africans, gather around. We need to talk. We need to have a meeting because what in God's name are Kenyans doing? Why is Kenya so addictive? Like, Kenya has literally become the envy of the world. And I think Africans need to actually learn to do things the right way, especially West Africa. Unfortunately, the giants of Africa, we need to learn from these people, okay? There's nothing bad in envying someone in the right way and wanting to emulate their ways, okay? There's this peace that you get when you're here. I know so many people, different nationalities that came to Kenya, instead of complaining about one or two things, they left back to their home country. Guess who is back? Yes, they came back. So I don't know, what is it about Kenya? Kenyans themselves, they don't see anything about their country. Sometimes when we are talking about the country, we are praising the country, we are highlighting some positives, they are like, they can't really relate. I don't know, what is it that people put in the atmosphere that keeps bringing people back? And I tell you, if you've stayed in this country for 6 months plus, maybe a year or 2 years, and you eventually leave the country, maybe back to your home country or to another African country, it will be difficult for you to settle. I'm not saying everything is perfect here, okay? Truth be told, no country is perfect. Even developed countries, they have their challenges, they have their weaknesses. Kenya is not perfect. Let me just put this out here. It's not perfect, okay? So don't misunderstand me. It feels like home. So when you leave your home, you go to another place, it feels different. And all you just want to do is come back home, okay? I always tell Kenyans, especially the ones that haven't left the borders, try and travel. Even if it's Uganda, travel to Uganda or any other neighboring countries. Travel. Maybe you begin to appreciate your country. You know the reason why people leave and keep coming back. Put it down in the comment section. Or maybe you are among those people that left. You say, let you just go and explore other places. You now went and you found out that no, this place is not for me. Let me better go back to where I'm coming from. Let me know down in the comments. So secondly, I realized that Kenyans are not overly suspicious, especially to foreigners. They can be suspicious of their fellow Kenyans, okay? Yeah, they can, but foreigners, like, it's so difficult. I can tell you for a fact that all the people that have been to their home, most of them, they just saw me online and boom, they already invited me to their house. And then some of them, I just met them once, and the next thing is invitation, come to my house. Not just my house, I come to my village where my people are, know my roots, and I'm like seriously, there's this stereotype, there's this misconception that people have about Nigerians, but still, it doesn't deter Kenyans from loving us and accepting us. You get, like, they give you the benefit of doubt, like, okay, I've heard this, but I don't think this is the truth. Let me just cut you some slack, and then they can now pick it up from there. Like, even on TikTok, people asking me, telling me, oh, I love Nigerian men, can you lick me up? And I'm like, I thought you people have some stereotypes about Nigerian men, so what is all this love about? And people coming to my DMs, oh, can we be friends? And I'm like, is the juju not working again? Are people not scared of juju? I thought people always say Nigerians love juju. Actually, I did a street interview, and majority, like almost every one of them, talked about juju, that they know Nigerians for juju. So you already have that mindset, and I still find it shocking that people still accept people, cut them some slack, give them benefits of doubt. Kenyans don't settle for less. They make their voices loud and clear. All right, for example, I think I made a video. I highlighted some of the things that President Ruto did, and they were like, what do you mean? Please, if you're putting presidents on that list, don't put that man. And I was like, what? In my mind, I'm like, if only Ruto was Nigeria's president, do you know how people will be praising him for the little thing he has done? Do you know how he will be praised? But Kenyans, no. You must outdo yourself, okay? You have to work, like they hold you accountable. I even learned there was a time that President Uhuru, who was that president, that he cried because Kenyans were frustrating him, like they were putting pressure on him. He got frustrated and he was like, you people are going to regret it. All that I'm doing, you are not seeing what I'm doing, right? Don't worry, you will regret it. You will start appreciating me when I leave. So that is how Kenyans are. They keep on complaining, and I'm like, what is there to complain? If only Nigerians had half of what people have, like, we wouldn't be complaining like this. So Kenyans, they don't settle for less. They hold their leaders accountable. And I think it's a good one. Like, you have to give us the best. If you're not ready to give us the best, please take a walk. All we need is the best. We need the best from you. If something goes wrong in Kenya, oh, trust me, Kenyans will talk. They will what? They will talk. Talking is their calling. Okay, they might not talk, but maybe they are keyboard warriors. They might not talk as much, but you see, typing. Leave it for them. Don't argue. Leave it for them. Don't even go there. You mess up as a politician. Give them 30 minutes. You'll be trending on Twitter. You will be trending on Twitter with memes, with receipts, with hashtags. Hey, the level of civic engagement keeps leaders on their toes. Like, don't play. If you F around, you're going to find out. So I think we can actually learn from them to be courageous, to put our leaders on their toes. Let them work, okay? You employed them. Yeah, they are my employees, so you need to tell them what you want from them. And that is what Kenyans are doing. It's not an easy journey. Trust me, even Kenyans are not finding it easy. But they keep on pressing, they keep on pushing until they get the best. Okay, so what's the secret of your boldness and patriotism? I made a video, I was asking the same question. I wasn't convinced with the answers you guys were giving. They're like, it's our national anthem, or we pledged. Are we not pledging? You think we're not pledging to in Nigeria? We used to pledge. We have pledge. We have a national anthem. It talks about the patriotic and all of that. But still, so people should tell us the secret. We want to be as bold and as confident and as patriotic as you guys. Please, people should show us the way. Please, don't tell me people pledge. Give me another reason in the comment section. Don't tell me people pledge allegiance. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about tribalism. Tribalism in Kenya is subtle. There's this peaceful coexistence. Okay, a Kikuyu man can go to maybe a Kamba land and he will live there peacefully. A Luya man can go to a Luo land and he will live there peacefully. Not like in Nigeria where you see people rioting and they are telling other people that are not from their states to go back to their states. You know, that religious fight is there, clash here and there. But it's very rare to see that. That's why I said tribalism is subtle. Maybe when there's a position, maybe they might want to like favor their person, favor their tribe, maybe political appointment, they might want to favor their tribe. That one is there. But like to now rub it on your face or say it publicly or let the world know publicly that you hate this particular tribe, they are with their clique. They can voice out, but to just say it openly, like I don't like this particular tribe, I hate this particular tribe. No, there's this religious tolerance as well compared to Nigeria. Another thing we need to learn is the fact that Kenyans don't rely on their minerals. Do you know that there's gold in Kenya? Do you know there's oil in Kenya? And these people, they don't want to tap into that sector, okay? They don't want. They've seen the harm it has caused to other African countries. It's better it remains untapped. Like we don't want to have issues in the future. And then they are using what they have to get what they want. They're using their traditions, they're using their culture, the Swahili food, they're using it to bring tourists into their country, Maasai culture. They're using it to attract foreigners, tourists, and they're making money in the process. They're creating jobs in the process. People always insult them that they're westernized or urbanized. That one culture that everybody knows, they're using it to make money in their country. That is wisdom. And then their wildlife. Okay, we tried in Obodo Cattle Ranch in Cross River State, Nigeria. Because we lack maintenance culture, that place now is a desert. Nobody knows what is happening there anymore. Before that, people used to travel. Even Muzungu people, they would travel to come to Obodo Cattle Ranch. Now nobody can go there again. Nobody's saying anything about that place because we lack maintenance culture. Okay, wildlife. Now what happened to wildlife? I don't know whether they've used the animals to do Ishewa and Nkwobi. The other time I watched a video and I saw a lion in a zoo. The lion was caged and I was like, is it that people are not learning anything? In Kenya, they allow these lions to move freely. How can you cage a lion? Is the lion a dog? Let us learn. Oh. Let us learn.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And at this point, I know you've heard a lot. And because it's a lot, I don't want this video to be too lengthy. I want to know, what are your thoughts, your opinion about everything we have seen here today? As a South African, what do you think? As a Nigerian, what do you think? And I want to say once again, well done to South Africa for this match, for picking up for the right things. And I believe that's the secret to your success and why people have come this far. Keep up the good work. Do not let anyone silence your voice. You see, if we had this kind of unity and strength amongst us as Nigerians, we would have gone far better. Now, see, the only person or the few of us that we are, as I am, Chimdi, Darkman, and the likes of others, are almost being shut up, silenced. That's why I tell you people, it's not easy showing up here, standing up, speaking up for the truth, exposing the truth, differentiating the truth from lies, and, exposing the countries we have. It's a lot of work put in. So when I tell you it's not easy, I mean it. But because I'm passionate about it, you still see me show up here. And that's why I'm telling you, you owe me nothing but your like, your support, your encouragement in the comment section. It keeps me going and keeps my spirit alive. And I would say thank you so far for thus far we have come, each and every one of you as a subscriber. I promise I'm not going to let you down. But remember, I'm a human. I'm not perfect, but I'll try my best to be the best version of myself. So do you, and each and every one of us here. Exactly. Like I said, leave your thoughts, your opinion in the comment section. Please do not forget to like this video, share, and stay subscribed if this is your first time here. I'm wishing you nothing but a blast this weekend, keeping it real, happy, safe, and blessed, and I will see you in my next one. Coming from your girl, your one and only Tando, aka Victoria Chinyere. Ciao, ciao.